Yesterday, I had an event that kind of took me like out of my out of my state of thinking, and it really revved me to start doing things. And I'm not in that state of mind now, but I want to get back into that state of mind. I'm trying to gain that state of mind again because it was really, it was, just that moment of struggle when you're doing it. It's like you're thinking of one thing and one thing only, and I won't say what it was. Maybe later on, I might I might address that. And I'm dealing with someone. I'm not communicating with them, but they've gone off the hinges basically, and I'm choosing not to communicate with them at all because it's not good to communicate with someone who's not going to get what you're saying. And one of my struggles, particularly online, is like I will try to communicate with people who, we're not going to see eye to eye, and they're ideologically set on this path. And, that's the way it goes. It's kind of like, to a degree, after a while, it's like a Muslim and a Christian arguing, or a Jew and a Christian arguing. You're not going to convert the other side. And that's hard. You got to let go of my ego. And they don't, some of them find your view so offensive, or at least they find my view so offensive that they don't want me talking to, not only to them, they probably wouldn't want me talking to other people. There are certain things, if you just look at them and you spend any time online and you look at controversial subjects, uh, whites are the only group that that have rules and restrictions on them, and actually, it's anyone in the quote unquote red pilled community. There are all these restrictions, uh, and anyone within the white conscious community. Very few things that they could say. Uh, However, the black community, the black conscious are. I don't see, and it's funny. I don't see any of the Latin, like any of too many Latin conscious groups. I don't know why, but it's either black or white. And I noticed that black consciousness groups get away with things that white conscious groups would never get away with. And white or red pilled groups who tell certain uncomfortable truths get completely canceled. Um, and this has been true within the media too. Uh, I think it was Stephen Bochco of NYPD Blue uh, when he talked about, like he wasn't going to do the real, because this was supposed to be a real cop show, about, it was gritty and stuff, but on the racial end of things, he was not going to uh, he was not going to do. He purposely didn't add that in, and that's kind of a censorship today that that they didn't have back in the '70s when things were real, and they would show actual. They started to show real racism that was done to blacks, but they also showed, the crime and everything else. Now it's a complete opposite. They don't want to show anything that's happening that's proportionally real in large and big cities. And it's like basically it's gaslighting. But that is what it is. And there are certain subjects and topics you personally cannot talk about. YouTube's hate speech guidelines will more than likely get you. That being said, I think people should strive to work hard, obey the law, and do the right thing. Uh, I don't think stealing is always wrong. I don't think killing is always wrong. Murder is always wrong. Rape is always wrong. But sometimes if you're hungry, you're starving, and you need something to eat, you're going to steal. And if, like if you need money for an operation, and you don't have the money, and like a loved one's going to die, I kind of could understand that. But these robberies that are going on now, they're not they're not for survival robberies. They're actually for more greed and vengeance type of robberies, and there's a whole mentality there. And it might be right, it might be wrong, but the thing is, we cannot discuss it. And those that have an agenda will actually defend that agenda till the cows come home. And it does bother me. It does bother me when I hear of a European woman being raped by migrants and then saying she doesn't want to report it because she doesn't want to affect. She wants more migrants coming in, and it's like that with a lot of white leftists, not liberals, by the way, but leftists, and their types of mindsets. And it's best to perhaps avoid them, because anyone that would sacrifice the safety or not want justice for rapists, for the people that violated her, that's a person I don't think is healthy to want to be around, for the most part. I mean, you don't want to take what they say, any kind of salt. But my thing is, for me, for my own personal life, and I kind of do it out of this, I want to continue to work hard and do the best I can. And yesterday, I really put a fire under me, a fire in my belly to do the right thing. And I want to kind of continue that. I'm lethargic right now, but I want to wake up and I want to do the right thing. I want to just work hard and be my best. And I haven't been doing that in a long time. A lot of self-pity and this and that. So we're going through tough times, but just go out and do the best you can. Work hard. Work as hard as you can. And if you're at a job, give that job the best you can. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I think later on tonight, I will do a show about Dennis Prager and just my opinions on him, and many of the things that I believe that he has right and other things that I believe he has wrong. So thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you.